I, Naresh Bhardwaj, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, her heirs and successors according to law. So help me God.
The Honourable Member for Edmund Ellerslie.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's an honor for me to rise today and introduce to you and through you a group joining us from the Academy of Learning and Digital School in Edmonton, all seated in the members' gallery today. Mr. Speaker, I'm not exaggerating when I say that this clinic will change how we deliver outpatient care and improve health sciences, education and research in the province.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, दिस इज वीकली रेडियो। मैं हूं अनुपम और आज मैं लेकर आया हूं अपने इस चैनल पर वेरी रिगार्डेड two-term MLA and a former cabinet minister Naresh Bhardwaj. Naresh Bhardwaj is also contesting the nomination of the Member of Parliament from Southeast Edmonton from Conservative Party of Canada. Naresh जी, स्वागत है आपका भी वीडियो पे।
Thank you very much.
Political scenario तो गर्मा गर्मी हो रही है, and I thought of coming to you talking about कल ही जिस शाम को बहुत important हुआ because right now the elections can be any time between now and next year October,
right?
And as we know that there's always a sign कि अब गिरी government और अब शुरू हुआ. In this kind of thing, you are contesting for nomination. First of all, my best wishes to you.
Thank you.
You've been here almost touching 50 years, all in Millwoods,
All in all.
about Canadians. तो कल जो हुआ, where we felt that कि Liberals and NDP came back again and supported. Let's just start with that.
देखिए, we knew full well जो NDP काफी समय से सपोर्ट करता आ रहा है liberals को to accomplish what they want to accomplish, what's their agenda essentially, whether it's a pharmacare, whether it's dental care, and a lot of the other NDP policies which they were never ever able to implement because they were never in a position to form the government. आज की डेट में they are in a very strategic position and they're able to accomplish what they wanted all along. तो उसमें मैंने डेंटल केयर की बात की, फार्मा केयर की बात की, डे केयर, $10 डे केयर की बात की, जितनी इनकी पॉलिसीज है ना इन रिटर्न फॉर प्रॉपिंग द लिबरल्स, तो वो चल रहा था। और आज से 2-3 हफ्ते पहले उनके लीडर ने, एनडीपी के लीडर ने एक ड्रामा से किया कि मैंने आम जस्ट रिपिंग अप जो मैं हमारा इनके साथ एग्रीमेंट है, क्योंकि वो बाई इलेक्शंस हो रही थी, एक मैनिटोबा में और एक क्वेबेक में, और इसका ओनली सर्वाइविंग थिंग वाज कि अगर लिबरल के साथ जो के लोगों के ओपिनियंस में इतने ज़्यादा नीचे जा रहे हैं कि nobody really wants to be directly attached to them. And that was very strategic of the leader of the NDP at the time. लेकिन bigger question is, अभी ब्लॉक ने भी यही कर दिया, उसने पहले ही कह दिया वोट से पहले कि we will also support the liberals as long as it meets Quebec's requirement. They're absolutely clear. They've always been clear. क्योंकि जो पार्टी क्वेबेक है ना जी, वो तो रीजनल पार्टी है. They only look after the interest of Quebecers, and first and foremost, and they're very clear on that. आप क्या rest of the country is doing, if it benefits you, that's well enough. अगर नहीं benefit तो that doesn't matter. As long as it serves Quebec's purpose, we will also support the Liberal. So bigger question is, ये पता होने के बावजूद भी पियर पॉलियर ने ये मोशन क्यों लेके आया? That's really essentially because क्योंकि जाने से पहले पता ही था कि ये होने वाला है.
Right.
I think ये जो sometimes you put the things on a record कि ये बंदे जो है ना जी, seriously they will keep propping the liberals always. They don't have the interest of Canadians at heart. उनकी जो नीड्स हैं आज की डेट में, उसको ये कभी भी फोर फ्रंट नहीं रख रहे. as long as it serves their agenda, that's essentially what they're all about. So इसलिए उन्होंने एक रिकॉर्ड पे लाने के लिए क्वेबेक, जो पार्टी क्वेबेक हुआ है उसने पूरी सपोर्ट दे दी, जो एनडीपी है उसने पूरी सपोर्ट दे दी. नाउ इट्स ऑन अ रिकॉर्ड, क्योंकि ऑल अलोंग एनडीपी लीडर प्रोटेस्ट कर रहा है, एंटी लिबरल बोल रहा है, सभी एनडीपी वाले बोल रहे हैं. When the time comes, when push comes to shove, they always side with the liberals. So that tells you who they are.
Here, the political scenario is heatening now. The Canadians are getting ready, of course. They are, at this time, I think, every Canadian wants to really think and take interest in of course, making the right decision. So, the job, of course, as the media, we want to really bring forward the pros and cons and also know what's in it for the Canadians. So, Nareshji, second thing comes to my mind. See, Axe the Tax, which we've seen so much, heard so much, and I think it started all after this carbon tax thing. Most of my audience may not know what's in it for the overall Canadians. Why should we, and how much it has hurt, if it has hurt the Canadians, and how it is going to benefit, if at all, the carbon tax is eliminated.
देखिए, there are few जो next election होने वाले हैं ना, affordability is a huge issue for every single Canadian. किसी के साथ भी आप बात करोगे, people are struggling through no fault of their. अगर आप कार्बन टैक्स की बात कर रहे हो ना, in the next year or so, by 2030 I think it is, correct me if I'm wrong, it's going to be triple. Okay, so they keep tacking on the tax over and over and over. Okay, now everything which you need to move requires a vehicle, some sort of a transportation, और उन सभी पे टैक्स लगेगा. Ultimately, जो business है ना जी, वो कहाँ से पैसे लेके आएगा?
Friends, I'm with Naresh Bharadwaj here in his office today and talking about just as the political scenario heatens up in Canada. We're right in Edmonton, and he is contesting for the nomination of the Member of Parliament from the Conservative Party of Canada, Southeast Edmonton. Naresh ji, स्वागत एक बार फिर आपका.
Thank you.
These elections, of course, are being watched very closely by all the Canadians who are eligible to vote. What are the few things? Every political campaign has got some promises.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And those promises are usually made based on some of the issues, challenges, and every party has got their own way to bring forward and add value to the community. As a candidate, political, as you are filing your nomination, what are the key issues in your mind which you think they are most important to the Canadians?
देखिए, first and foremost, ये जो affordability है ना,
जी.
that's on top of people's mind. Carbon tax is contributing to that. Then housing is a huge concern for all Canadians. Recognition of foreign credentials, huge concern for a lot of people, as you know, that people are coming in. And really, on top, if we always count on top 3, crime. Huge concern in people's minds, but why there are so many criminals out there. It has become a revolving door. इधर से लोग जाते हैं, they get bail the next day. तो ये जो 3 टॉप मुद्दे हैं ना, housing, affordability and crime, are top 3 issues are really on top of people's minds. And I can tell you from a research point of view, जब भी कोई financial इस तरह की problems आती है ना, people singularly look towards the Conservatives to resolve these, because they're the ones who have a path and a proven track record who can make this happen. So, अगर आप top मुद्दों की बात करोगे ना, और it's my understanding, should the Conservatives form the next government, जो tax है ना, carbon tax है, which contributes ultimately to affordability, उसको right away axe करो. दूसरा, अगर आप हम क्राइम की बात करेंगे ना, नेशन वाइड, तो उसमें jail not bail, it comes right out of the leader's mouth.
Right.
वे लोग जो criminals हैं ना, hardcore criminals हैं ना जी, look, I'm not against rehab. I'm definitely not against rehab. लेकिन जो repeat offenders हैं ना, they should be locked up, and there should be enough. They should be scared of the law. There should be enough fear in people's heads that, hey, if we commit a crime, we may end up in jail and we may rot in there.
Right.
Okay, we may spend a lot of time in there. आज की डेट में तो ऐसा कोई है ही नहीं. उनको लगता ही नहीं है कि हमें कुछ होने वाला है. वो बोलेंगे ले जाओ भाई, कल को हम बाहर होंगे. ये वो बोल रहे हैं. So these are the things I think as a constructive government when they come in, these are the things they will focus on because people are not safe. अगर हम immigration की बात करें as an example, there are Canada को grow करने के लिए we need immigrants. Now they are making just seat of the pants decisions. इसको कट कर दो, इसको कट कर दो. पहले they open the doors wide open. इतने immigration लेके आ गया पहले क्वार्टर में, they brought in more than 1 million people. और दूसरा, we have so many international students here. That ultimately contributed to where we are today. Okay? They come here now. Unfortunately, they're not able to afford the rent, the basic needs of life because of mismanaged by the government. Because अगर आपके पास housing ही नहीं है, appropriate housing नहीं है, इनको house करने के लिए कहाँ रहेंगे वो? और अगर किसी एक रूम का रेंट $300 है, अगर 10 बंदे उसको रहना चाह रहे हैं उसमें, और तो आपको उसको रेज करो. There's a demand. It's always about supply and demand. So these are the things which need to be carefully managed by the next government so we can live in a harmony. In ये जो international हमारे students आ रहे हैं, immigrants आ रहे हैं, वो भी इतना uncomfortable नहीं feel करें कि having the need to so stressed. क्योंकि उनकी तो ये गलती है नहीं. तो जब सरकार डोर्स वाइड ओपन कर देती है और लीव द invite people, hey, Alberta calling or Canada calling, whatever that slogan happens to be, लेकिन आपके पास ना तो infrastructure है, ना आपके पास you don't have doctors, you don't have schools, you don't have roads. What are they going to do? Where are they going to stay? You don't have appropriate housing. अगर आप Alberta की बात कर लो, 200,000 moved here net last year. We don't have schools. Enough schools. We don't have the roads. We don't have the doctors. We don't have the hospitals. Last hospital built in Edmonton was 1988. It has not been. And look at the population which it has grown. So at some point, the governments, all 3 levels of government, need to work together. Not just a government, not just regardless who the government is in, whether they're federal, provincial, or civic. Whoever they are, they need to find a way to work collectively and together for the benefit of their citizens. Yes, we're all in a party politics, which is fine, and including myself, we have our own ideologies, but you can't always be governed only by your ideology. There needs to be some common sense attached to it. Does this make sense or not? अगर हमारे पास hundreds and thousands of यहाँ पे foreign trained professionals हैं, whether they're doctors or nurses, well, अगर आप आज भी intake लोगे ना medical professionals, it'll take you 5-6 years to bring them to fruition. लेकिन आपके पास यहाँ पे आज हैं. Why not take advantage of that? Why not expedite the process so they can be gainfully